Hey, it's Jessica.
And Pat.
And Pat. And Fish. Goldbuscus. And Pearlbuscus. And I don't know. You tell what's different? I don't know.
I don't know. What's different? There's no background.
There's no background, no. We have a background, though. It's just not up. It's underneath me.
Here's the problem with the background.
Yeah, it's... What? They're like, that's a 20-gallon background. And I was like, yeah, sure it is. I need to cut like 4 inches off.
Yeah. Are we actually going to go from there? Oh, we're going to go from the black to black. I think we should go black to black again.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever's easier. So yeah, we upgraded to a 20-gallon since we have goldfish. Even this is technically a little still too small for them, but it's double the size they had. And they're only 1 inch each still, 'cause they're babies. And pretty much this is like the biggest we can have in this room right now. Because we have no room. And weight might be an issue. So yeah, it's 20-gallon. Everything in it is the same. I didn't add plants because I don't have any extra plants to add. I will buy more plants though eventually.
Yeah, local fish store plants didn't have any.
Still have 5 Marimo balls. There's technically
It's going to be 6 in the set.
7 anubias. I think this one's only 1 anubia. That one is 2 tied to a rock. That one's 2 tied to a rock, and that one's 2 tied to a rock. Blech.
See that?
You just can't really notice it because I bunched them up to make them look like bushy plants. But it is 2 separate anubias tied. So yeah, they look happy. Same filter, but it's on high now instead of low setting. This is high. Before it was over here on low. Now it's on high, so it's doing 300 gallons per hour, which is fine because it needs to be doing 200 gallons per hour because of the weight. Oh, we're getting the giant Marimo ball. As you can see, it's much bigger than the others.
I like the opening.
Yeah, this is a deluxe hood, which is awesome. So it has the strip light.
Yep. And giant opening.
Got the same bubble wall. We didn't upgrade the air pump, so that's why the bubbles aren't as, coming up as fast as they were in the 10-gallon. It's just a 10-gallon air pump. But
the thing is, a lot of people don't even have bubbles in theirs. All it does is it puts extra air into the tank. So I figure, we don't really need to upgrade.
No, not really. It's nicer like this, and plus the backing is open all the way. There, you can see it because this filter is so wide. So you can actually feel the water right here. So you don't want it coming out too much. You can kind of see it. So yeah, we're not going to upgrade the air pump. We're going to leave it.
Yep.
You do need an air pump though with goldfish. Goldfish require high oxygen in the water. That's another reason why they don't like warm water. The warmer the water, the less oxygen in it. So I don't know how well this heater is going to heat this tank yet. Cause this heater is only a 50 watt. So I did turn it up a little bit. So we'll see.
What is it right now?
Right now, the tank's sitting at like 72, which is ooh, excuse me, which is fine because they're goldfish and they can deal with like 60-degree water. So it's not that big of a deal if I have to play around with the heater. So yeah, there's the giant Marimo ball. It was in Kroot's tank, but giving it to this tank, it's a bigger tank.
Fortunately, I wanted it in the corner, like over there, but
yeah,
we can't
whatever.
because I just dropped it there.
It'll look better with the background. I find tanks look better with backgrounds. Depending, if you have like a nice black wall behind your tank, then it'll be fine. We don't, so.
You have a closet.
If you have a closet and a yellow wall, it's not that attractive. But I think they're gonna like it. They look really small, but they will grow.
Yeah, they look funny in this tank.
Yeah, kind of, but it's what they need. They're, goldfish are poop monsters. They don't technically have a stomach. It's just a long intestine, so they eat, they poop. They eat, they poop, which is why you need, technically it's like 20 gallons per fish, 15 pushing it. So they only have 10 gallons per fish in here. So better than 5 gallons that they had in the other one.
Yeah, but for now they're doing fine. How long do you think it would have been okay in the 10-gallon?
I don't know, a while, depending on how often you do water changes and stuff.
Yeah, well, we do ours once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem with a lot of people is they're like, oh, I did a water change once a month. Why are my nitrates so high? Because you do a water change once a month instead of once a week.
Yeah.
Weekly. You gotta do it weekly. Some people do it twice a week. And large water changes. There's like a myth where people are like, especially because people have been told with tropical tanks, only, change 20% of the water weekly. This is not a tropical tank. These are goldfish. You need to change 50% of the water weekly. A lot of people do 80%. I've seen people do weekly down to here, on their,
90?
and that's on their big tanks.
Yeah.
These people have 80-gallon tanks, and they do that much water every freaking week with their
90%.
beautiful goldfish that are like 6 inches. They're huge, they're beautiful. And that's what they need to do, you know, and they got massive filtration. Like I said, massive filtration. The water needs to be filtered 10 times the amount of the volume. So yeah, 20-gallon tank, you need to move 200 gallons per hour. This is doing 300 gallons per hour. Good. A lot of people have 2 filters on their goldfish tanks. Good, you know. Depends on the size of the tank. The bigger, the more filter.
Mm-hmm. Look at all the bubbles on the glass.
Yeah, the glass is full of bubbles because we just filled it. Pat scraped out the front of the tank. Seems like it's more accumulating though, so whatever.
I think that ugly background.
Yeah, that's the other side. I don't like that side. I've always liked turn around. I've always liked this background. It's just like a blue.
Yeah, that's what we originally had.
That's what we have on all our tanks, basically.
Yeah, it's just gonna look kind of like that, you know.
Yeah, it's what the 10-gallon has the same picture on it.
Yeah, pretty much. Did she cut it long enough?
I told her to, yes. I did.
At one time?
It's 24 inches long, but I told her to do 26 to make sure she didn't mess it up.
And at one time she cut it was too short.
Yeah, it was like an inch too short.
Yeah.
That's for your hermit crab tank.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll cut the video now. It's already 6 minutes long. There's the goldfish. They haven't been fed yet tonight. I have to feed the guinea pigs because we were out.
We gave him a treat yesterday.
So,
what'd you give him
this
yesterday?
one looks like he's pooping. I don't know. Yeah, but they got bloodworms last night, so I don't know them. I think I'm just gonna feed them. Yeah, he's pooping. I think I'm just gonna feed them the micro pellets. I'm ordering good goldfish food tomorrow, most likely. So they'll get the micro pellets tonight, and then tomorrow I'm probably gonna feed peas again to make sure they don't get constipated.
Which is good to feed peas, what, once a week?
Yeah, once a week. Unless you have a floaty fish. If you see your fish floaty, start feeding peas.
What does that mean?
Swim bladder.
Oh, okay.
And when a fish can't swim properly, and he starts to like tilt, you'll see it. They'll start when they're listing and they're not really swimming. You'll see the fish starting to like slowly go off kilter. And then when you see that, there's something wrong.
Wow.
It's swim bladder. It's really, even an idiot can spot it right away.
So I can spot it no problem?
Yeah, you can spot it no problem.
Awesome.
They'll start. It's like they can not really in control of their movement.
Look, Proboscis. You're feeling Proboscis.
I like Proboscis. He's fat and chub.
He's a golf ball fishy.
Golf ball fishy.
Well, you can tell they're all healthy because they don't hang out at the top.
Nope. But they have figured out that the flakes coming from on top, so sometimes they go on top.
Yeah, as well as no feed us.
No, they've eaten the flakes off the top now.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good.
Not really. It's better to feed goldfish sinking food because then they're not gulping in air. Because
Oh.
that can cause swim bladder problems.
Weird.
So yeah, they like to pick at the moss balls. But the food sticks to the moss balls, so yeah.
Yeah, but they're pretty good at eating all the food, man. Like, all the food. You sink the pellets I used to feed my tetras. You water them down and you let them sink and eat all that.
Yep.
Now that's like a bunch of them.
So yeah, we'll end it now because it's going to be 8 minutes.
Yeah, subscribe, like, comment.
It's going to be on both our channels?
Yep.
I'll upload on
Yours
both our
first.
channels. My first, okay, so Mega Red Eyes for me, Canadian Crab Guy for him, and yeah. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask. About anything really, aquariums, whatever, cycle. I know everything about a cycle, so yeah.
You should put a cycle bottle right
Cycle
there.
bottle? Right there.
Psycho.
I bought some of this just to help with the filter, especially since we changed tanks. So I put a whole bunch. I don't go with what they recommend. I just pour a whole bunch in.
Yeah. It's always good when you get a new tank.
Yes.
Cycle.
Especially if you have a new filter, definitely want cycle.
Man.
That's water conditioner prime.
Prime.
I do have an older bag right there of
Medium.
Biomax, so that should be almost an instant cycle. I don't know. It only dealt with like tetra waste, which isn't as bad as goldfish. That's why I'm adding cycle to stabilize. Yeah.
That's it. I'm
Yes.
done. See ya.
I promise this time this is it. Goodbye.
See ya.
Bye.